Joining us right now is Brockton Mayor Robert Sullivan. Mr. Mayor, good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us.
Dan, good afternoon to you. Thank you so much. I'm sorry I missed you last week. I was at a conference down in Washington, D.C.
Perfectly all right, Mr. Mayor. Well, let's get to it. I have started always asking you about sicknesses and illnesses in the city. Measles has become an issue. Anything going on in Brockton with that?
No, we're actually doing extremely well. I was actually up at the former Good Samaritan Medical Center, which as of yesterday was renamed Boston Medical Center South. I spoke to the medical clinicians up there. I spoke to Bob Haffey, the CEO of Signature Healthcare, on a regular basis, and Dr. Maria Celli at the Neighborhood Health Center. So we're doing well in terms of sickness. There had been an uptick, but again, with the good weather, it seems to be kind of leveling off. I know a lot of people that deal with allergies are still being, damaged by that. But at the end of the day, there are no measles here in Brockton. COVID cases are very limited. Flu seems to be limited as well. So that's good news this week.
And I was going to ask you about the renaming of Brockton Hospital. And so there's been a name change. Are there any other changes that where the city is going to have to be addressing?
No, I mean, it's really a win-win. Again, Good Sam is a trauma center based in Brockton on the west side, right near Route 24. But it's much more than a Brockton hospital, right? It's Brockton and beyond. It's regional. The fact that we have Signature Healthcare Brockton Hospital on the east side, it's just so beneficial to people that live in Brockton or live in and around Brockton. So Boston Medical Center came here a few years ago when they opened up a center at the former Braymore Nursing Home. That had been taken offline up on North Pearl Street. So I'm really thrilled. I met the new CEO of Boston Medical Center, Dr. Bell, yesterday. And, of course, Matt Hesketh is still the CEO of the hospital here in Brockton. So it's really a win-win. And I gave a shout-out to all the clinicians, everybody that's worked at the hospital during the pandemic, after the pandemic, during the fire at the other hospital here in Brockton. So it's exciting, and it was really a good day yesterday.
Now, something I wanted to ask you about kind of more broad scale, but there have been some concerns about whether federal grants are going to be coming through, and Brockton, like many cities, does in fact get grants from the federal government. Is this causing a concern for the city right now? Yeah,
I mean, I was in Washington, D.C. last week with 15 different mayors. I was the only mayor from the northeast of the country, and we all have the same concerns. We just don't know. I know Brockton actually lost the grant. It was cut from the feds, $124,000. It was going to be for an earmark relative to a culvert replacement on West Elm Street near the War Memorial, but that did get cut by the feds. So, again, I don't know, Dan, to be honest with you. I was at the DA, Tim Cruz's office this morning at a roundtable, and the DA brought it up as well. So, I mean, we're just doing the best we can with what we have right now, and, we're going to be hoping for the best and, planning for the worst. I mean, if things get cut, we're going to have to figure out how to supplement that if possible, or how to minimize the hemorrhaging in terms of money. But as of right now, the only amount that I know that the city of Brockton lost was a federal grant of $124,000.
I wanted to ask you about something that took place fairly recently. There was a school shooter drill.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, in this day and age, you have to be prepared. And active shooting training for law enforcement, for school personnel, for students. As you know, I'm a parent of 3 school-age children, so it wasn't anything when I grew up that I had to deal with, but reality is reality. So, to do that on a regular basis, to be prepared, to understand best practices, God forbid there's ever an issue like that. But, we have a wonderful police chief here led by Chief Brenda Perez, who's a graduate of the Brockton Public Schools and Brockton High School. Great leadership with Dr. Priya Tahiliani, the superintendent of schools. And, again, I'm the mayor of everybody in Brockton. So those that go to the public schools, the charter school, the parochial Catholic schools, the Bulk Tech school over at Easton, 65% of those kids are from the city of Champions, Brockton. So, we have to do it. We have to be prepared. And I just want to thank everybody that's participating on a regular basis.
Something else I wanted to ask you about, there's going to be more personal days for department heads in the city?
Well, it's an ordinance that I put forward to try to attract talent to Brockton. It's something that right now the ordinance in the city of Brockton is a little wacky. When people start working for the city, they don't get any vacation time for a year, and that's just not normal in business, and that's not normal in government. So personnel times for department heads and for other employees, I think is appropriate. Again, we're looking to try to attract the best talent. And so when people are turning down job offers in the city of Brockton because they're getting these benefits at other municipalities in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, I just want to be able to be on par with other competing interests and other competing cities and towns. So, again, I've put it forward. We'll see what the city council does. I think the support is there because at the end of the day, we want to have the best people working for the city of Brockton. And if this is a benefit that's going to attract those, I say let's bring it on.
All right, Mr. Mayor. Well, we're going to have to leave it right there. Thank you so much for speaking with us. We do appreciate it.
Thank you, Dan. Have a wonderful day and a nice weekend.
Thank you as well. Brockton Mayor Robert Sullivan.